Welcome everybody here in Twitch chats and everybody on YouTube if you're watching this video later on over there for some Bant Legends. That's right, we are finally getting to the Legends decks. As y'all know, I love to play the Legends decks. We have Bant, Naya, and Esper are the three that I've played the most, and Grixis actually. I played a good amount of Grixis too. So those are the four that I've played the most. Starting with Bant for the first one here because I want to play two cards in particular. I want to play FBLTHP the Lost. We have not been able to play a FBLTHP deck yet. So one thing that I really love about FBLTHP is that it's a 2-mana legend, and you know it gets to cycle, but really the fact that it's just a 2-mana legend that's quality that we can play in our deck, definitely love that. We were really struggling with 2 and 3 mana legends in all the legendary decks previous to having War of the Spark available, and FBLTHP gets us a good 2-drop. The card that I want to play with FBLTHP is Kamal's Druidic Vow, because I want to play Druidic Vows, look at the top, X cards of our library, put them into play, and whenever we put our FBLTHP into play off of Kamal's Druidic Vow, we'll be able to draw 2 cards. So I wanted to play those two, so we're starting with Bant for our first Legends deck. Bant also gets a lot of good new 3-mana Planeswalkers. Before, I was only playing Dovin in Bant, but now we have Saheeli, Teferi, Narset, Gideon. We get a lot of good ones there as well. There's just so many 5-mana cards that we can still play in this deck. New one, they have Roalesk and Oketra are options here, and Tolsimer. And then, of course, there's Tristani as well. There's just so many good 5-mana cards to put in this deck, but we can't fit them all in. Had to make a lot of tough cuts here when we were paring this down. As you can see, we took out our second Raft, took out our second Amara. I would like to be playing more of the 3-mana walkers also. There's not enough room, for everything. Maybe we need to make this like a 150 card deck or something and play 4 Druidic Vow, and I don't know, who knows. There's too many good cards, maybe a 100 card deck. But let's give it a try. So we have, man, how many different Planeswalkers do we have in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different Planeswalkers? Oh man, this is going to be crazy. All of our games are going to be different. All of our hands are going to look different. So many one-ofs. This is going to be fun. So here we go, Bant Legends. Oh yeah, Raft's in the deck. Unfortunately, I cut a second one because we've cut so many creatures. Or not so many, we've cut a decent amount of creatures. And Raft doesn't work that well with Planeswalkers because flashing in Planeswalkers is like something you can do if you want. It's not like the most effective because you don't get to activate your Planeswalker on your opponent's turn. Oh, that was my problem. I still have my Sarkhan. I still have Sarkhan for my avatar that I used during that Abzan deck. I needed to change that. That's what I have going wrong here. And I still have Sarkhan now, and we get this terrible looking hand. Alright, I need to get the Sarkhan out of here. Sarkhan's bad luck. No, not using Mox Amber. No, don't have room for Mox Amber, and I don't think that card is too necessary. The problem with playing Ignite the Beacon is that you have to play Ignite the Beacon over playing other Planeswalkers. You don't get it. Ignite the Beacon isn't a card that will enter off of Kamal's Druidic Vow. It's not a legendary card that triggers either of your legendary sorceries. So it just takes up the slot of your legendary cards. FBLTHP. Perfect. Love it. And FBLTHP, its job is not combat. I'm not really attacking and blocking too much with FBLTHP. The job is to sit here and be able to cast my my legendary sorceries if I draw them. So would love to find Urza's Ruinous Blast. I think that's like the main card we're looking for here. This looks intriguing. What?
What an interesting creature.
Thanks, Aduriel.
Let's see how you work.
Alright, get these Urza's Ruinous Blast in here. Knight of Autumns to help gain life. I don't know if we need those Knight of Autumns. What don't we want? Nah, we don't need these things. Alright, so Narset. Gideon Blackblade. I know, all these cards are so good. I guess I'm taking out Tezzeret. Bringing in these other 5-mana cards. I need to trim my 5-mana stuff. I guess I'm taking out, yeah, Tezzeret and Vivian then. Alright, cool. Yeah, Kato. I can do that. Ooh. I like it. We got Urza's Ruinous Blast, our most important card. No! And they can't even mess up. That's our only instant or sorcery. Or that's like our only non-creature spell. No. Well, we're playing a lot of those. So... we're just gonna have to find another one. We got 4 of them. I haven't been convinced that Teo is playable. And since you're playing Bugler, you're gonna need more creatures. You're gonna want to like low 20s number of creatures, like, you know, 22-ish creatures that are hits off of Bugler. Yeah, the Discord's here. Yeah, there you go. We got a room for you to be able to talk decks and everything in there. There's like a, you know, a room for deck building and brews and everything like that. Alright, we got a backup Shalai, so let's play one. Here, we need to stop drawing these lands and start drawing another Ruinous Blast. Ruinous Blast. Ruinous Blast. Yeah, this is Fibblethip. That's how you pronounce that. Fibblethip. Alright, down to 10. Ruinous Blast? No. I guess we can do both.
I don't
Whatever
enjoy
your
seeing
plans,
things suffer.
they're statistically
But I'll make an
likely to fail.
exception for you.
But we could be much greater together. With me!
Okay. I like what we got going on here. I think we are pretty stable. Stable-ish. So Celebrant is any creature, not non-tokens. You know, they attack with Seraph. Alright, all at me. This should put us down, like, you know, this is just putting us down to 5. But getting 1 Celebrant and the Midnight Reaper out of there. Hey, we have a donation deck. Cage Dio, thank you so much. In Japanese, so I speak very little English, but I like your play every day. Please use this deck. It's very fun. It's hard to get used to. Enjoy using Journey to Eternity and Muldrotha. That looks awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Do you have a specific day that you'd like me to play it? Like tomorrow, you know, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, any day like that?
I hope you don't mind if I enjoy
Yeah, I
this.
love the channel being international. Love it.
Now do you see the benefits
Gadio.
of peace?
Okay. Bedham, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub there. Let's get this one in. Alright, defense time. I mean, it's been defense time the entire game, but that's sub number 8 on the day. And I'm just gonna be chump blocking. And might as well kill these things. They're gonna deal 1 damage either way. I need to start attacking with Shalai. Can't sit back on defense when you attack, though. Attacking's not fun. Oh, our creatures have vigilance. Right. I forgot about... Okay, never mind. I forgot about the whole vigilance thing. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'll start attacking. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Shalai stops that. Hooray. Ooh. Dovin plus a Johnny is like actually a pretty awesome combo. Right? Because like Dovin minuses to make things, but then a Johnny gets the loyalty back on. A Johnny gets the loyalty back on it. Alright, picked up our first win with Bant Legends. We didn't get to do any of our legendary sorceries. So that's unfortunate, but still good enough. Alright. Yeah, Fibblethip OP. We played Fibblethip on turn 2 both games. Easily won them. Coincidence? Probably not. Probably not. No, don't be mono white. No, mono white. Well, Dawnbringer is awesome against mono white, as long as they don't have a tribunal for it. Let's draw a little bit more lands where we can flash in Wrath and then flash in Dawnbringer. Instant speed. Hey, Sedaine. No blocks. Ow. Land. Nice. We're doing it.
It's hard to be a genius surrounded by lesser
I stand on the
minds.
shoulders of giants.
And all Dovin does is just be a roadblock, you know, just kind of slow him down. That's Dovin's job. Ugh, please no Benelish Marshall. All right, and we need one more land. Kind of looks like Luxodon here. Gideon Blackblade?
I walk a righteous
What?
path.
How does anybody ever beat that card? Well, that card's
I
unbeatable.
believe in you.
Well, that was a good attack for us. That was nice of them. They should have sent them both at Dovin, but now we get to make them pay 4 life, get to minus Dovin again. That worked out pretty well. Love it.
I hope you don't mind if I enjoy this.
Alright, so they can flip landing. Alright, but we're going to have Raph come down and surprise him. And then have Raph attack Gideon. We don't want Gideon to be able to minus 6. They did not tick up Gideon this time. Wow, they're really killing Dovin. Alright, Dovin's dead. Do I want to Raph block the 1/1? Yes, Deckmaster is working. Maybe refresh or something, but yeah, Deckmaster is working.
These
My
results
strength
are
gave
an
out.
anomaly, not to be repeated.
I believe in you, friend.
Oh, if you want to see the Muldrotha deck that we had donated for us earlier, here's the link. I didn't have the link in the chat. Wow, Tithe Taker? Talk about rude. That's going to shut off my instant speed Lyra Dawnbringer trick. So I guess I'm just playing Lyra normal and hoping that out of these 2 cards, they're not Conclave Tribunal. So I need... Yeah, I mean, if it's Conclave Tribunal, I'm dead anyway.
Do not frighten me.
This allows just Raph to finish off Gideon next turn and, you know, us being able to still have the Dawnbringer on defense.
Do not fear, my friend.
Okay. That's not Tribunal, so that's good. And we can take out Gideon and a Johnny next turn. You know, it does force me to attack with the Lyra, but we can just keep our other 1/1
is
back.
Born of struggle. I will lend you my strength.
Lifelink. If I block Tithe Taker, they get a flying blocker, so that's something I can't block. So it's basically either, you know, save 4 life or save 1 life kind of thing.
I battle for the forces of good. Good choice.
That takes us closer to Urza's Ruinous Blast. It's a card we'd like to find. Urza's Ruinous Blast would exile all those creatures. Alright, so attack this thing for 5, attack this for 3, and my 1/1 stays back on D. So we're at 18. The Planeswalkers are gone. I have 1
Until our
blocker.
paths cross again.
Not again.
Blaststone's a good card. I haven't really seen a deck utilize Blaststone too well. It's difficult to play it in these 3-color decks. But even like that game, it's like Blaststone would not have done anything that game, for example. It's difficult to utilize. Alright, so we're certainly getting these other Ruinous Blasts in here. Karn out. Simic Nexus, yeah, I bet they could probably use it pretty well. They're playing Gideon and Johnny. I guess they're probably not playing Benalish Marshall. I'd assume they're still playing History of Benalia. I would think. Now, Arvard is a white and black card. It would not fit here. We are blue, white, and green colored. I actually think I want to keep this. It looks slow, but we have 2 of our most important cards. We have our absolute most important card, Urza's Ruinous Blast. And we have another important card, Fibblethip, because they're not going to get rid of Fibblethip. They're not going to Conclave Tribunal away Fibblethip. So Fibblethip can stay on the battlefield and allow us to cast this Ruinous Blast. It can be difficult to actually cast this Ruinous Blast because, you know, people attacking whatever Planeswalker we have or anything like that. And if we just draw a green mana source, then this all gets sped up. J-Jack! Play on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, all filled up for today. I can do either Monday or Tuesday. Either one. What's going on? Okay, my opponent's doing stuff. Alright, so we also have the Muldrotha deck I need to get to. From Kagadio. Alright, well they didn't have a slow hand, which is what I was hoping for. It's kind of slow. I mean, if they don't have other stuff, this is only attacking for 3 a turn. Yeah, it's basically can we survive and cast Ruinous Blast? That's the whole game. I guess this whole Ruinous Blast plan is worse with them playing Gideon Blackblade. No, Gideon Blackblade, I don't want to see you at all. I don't want to see you on our side. I don't want to see you on their side. So I don't want to see you right now, Gideon Blackblade. Yeah, this is mono white aggro. This is the this white deck is the worst matchup for the Gruul deck. May need Fiery Cannonade in the sideboard for this matchup. This is still that same match, right? With Fibble? No, this is not the same match. Yeah, so no, you're right. I did forget to change Sarkhan again. I don't have a feather deck. I was kind of looking at some of the cards. I actually talked about it the last video, but I don't have a feather deck put together right now. Oh, I should shock there. Sorry, I was just kind of talking. No, I should shock and play the Land War Elf. Dang it, because then we could maybe Ruinous Blast the next turn. That's a big mistake. Oh, I needed a shock. No. Maybe we just won't draw this land and then we'll be fine. Gosh, I needed a shock so bad.
We stand together.
We'll see if we draw the land.
Deliver us to victory.
And if I could have won or not. So we would have been at 13. And then taking 10 here. Going down to 3. But Blast would get rid of everything. We didn't have it anyway. Good, thank you, deck. Thank you for not making me feel really bad. It's the mono white deck week 2, just sweepers, cards like Lyra Dawnbringer. Yeah, I would like to side out Gideon. Gideon doesn't do very much, but I don't really see anything in my sideboard that I want over the Gideon. Gideon's just kind of a gain life spell for us. We can. You know, we play it, we take it up to 5, they like attack the Gideon. We gain some life off of that. Mono white can be weak to mono red also, like you know, Chain Whirler. Chain Whirler is really tough. For it, plus just a bunch of burn spells. Especially like Experimental Frenzy. Like, you know, if they, you know, if you just trade like a bunch of shocks and stuff for all the creatures, and then you have Experimental Frenzy. Like, Frenzy just goes over the top of what mono white's doing. Orzhov midrange felt awesome. Yeah, it felt really good. I think Orzhov midrange was another one where I didn't have very much for mono white. That's another one that'll struggle against mono white, but it was really good besides that.
Honor and courage. Now do you see the benefits of peace?
So Johnny just does its job of just gaining a bunch of life. So if they want to start attacking a Johnny, it costs them, you know, that's 5 damage I wouldn't be taking. Cool, y'all have been doing really well. Thor's up mid-range too. A couple of people in here, nice. Johnny's basically Mufasa. Yeah, basically.
I will not prevail. Now do you see the benefits of
So I'll play
peace?
Shalai before Dawnbringer, so that if they have a tribunal, they tribunal Shalai. So you know, they basically need 2 tribunals now. They need a tribunal for Shalai and a tribunal for Dawnbringer. There we go. 2-0. Let's change our avatar still. Whoa. That's like 2 wins, but then also like way over here. All right, who's more? So we're going Bant.
City and wilds
Definitely
can
Tristani.
coexist in harmony.
Definitely Tristani. Hey, Marami, good evening. Damn, damn. Okay. 2 and 0. Let's have Fibblethip on turn 2 again. Yuck. I guess so. Oh, that's awesome, Umash. Would you mind sending me that update to the Dimir discard list? I'd like to see that. A God Eternals deck, not a deck focused on. I mean, well, like we had the Gruul mid-range played 2 of the God Eternals. So I guess Ilharg's not technically a God Eternal, but you know, played Ilharg and Ronus. Our Grixis deck had the Enter the God Eternals in the sideboard. No, this is different from the Bant deck from yesterday. It's the one from yesterday was built around the Hydra. This one's built around the legendary sorceries. And oh, no coil. No coil. Yeah, Enter the God Eternal is going to see some play in Grixis. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely good enough. Fortunately, we don't have 2 blue for these other cards. Speaking of Enter the God Eternals. Don't think we're winning. Don't think we're winning this. Ruinous Blast is going to be sided out. They just have too much mana and... too much mana and as Kanta. We're not going to overtake that.
I love a good challenge. This should be fun.
Narset's okay. Narset is really good against Reclamation decks. Against other decks, it's just kind of okay.
I will craft your demise.
Will resonate throughout the multiverse.
Alright, these are out. Dovin's Vetoes, yes please. Teferi, yes please. Gideon in. Night of Autumns. We saw Kanta and Treasure Map. They could have Dreadhorde Invasion also. Harpooners are actually just pretty good here. They have a lot of flying creatures. I may take out some of those Harpooners. I don't really want a Johnny. I don't really love Shalai and Lyra. They're really easy to answer one-for-one removal-wise. As we saw there, like Shalai just... yeah, we spend 4 mana and they kill it pretty easily. Basically go creatureless. I'm not sold on the Narsets. I'm going to take out Land of Werewolf. I don't really have anything else to take out. I don't think. I don't know. I kind of want all this stuff. Like in this kind of matchup, like all the... you know, we need a lot of good cards. They have a lot of artifacts, enchantments, and flyers, so I think Vivian's minus will be strong for us. Definitely would prefer this with a Shockland. You know, this hand with a Shockland would have been really nice, but it's just going to be pretty slow here. Yeah, Matt, I think so. And I made a different version of Grixis that I played last night that I liked quite a bit. If you didn't see that one, we played like Grixis version 2, not so much on the Grixis discard. And it worked really well. So they know our hand. They don't play anything here on turn 3. We saw them have multiple negates game 1. I assume they're just holding up counter magic. I think we wait another turn where we can double spell. Let's find a land.
reality suits me well. Inconceivable! My intellect is without limit.
I would rather have a land than Vivian. But I'd rather have Vivian than another spell. The spell could be Teferi. Teferi would be better.
My creations are things of beauty.
I will wipe your bloodline. Witness a mote of my power.
Yeah, all tap lands. All 6 of them tap lands. Ugh. We are one more away.
Prepare to marvel at my masterpieces.
Well, that didn't go well. Wow.
I need to iterate.
Perish.
There's the negate that I never got out of their hands. Oh, they even have Disdainful Stroke too now. I played into Nicol Bolas really bad, really poorly. I should have just been throwing out things into the counter magic, I guess. You know, not super used to playing against Bolas, but that was rough with all those tap lands. All tap lands. Like, you know, can you imagine if we didn't have all tap lands, where we could have played as Kanta on turn 2, and then our opponent plays the Thought Erasure, takes our Erasure, our Dovin's Erasure, and then we get to actually slam Gideon the third turn. That would have been awesome. Sahili. With our triple green
If it's a
mana,
challenge you
playing our
want, then a challenge you'll
blue-red
get.
hybrid card.
Today I craft my victory.
Alright, I think they're...
Those who cannot proceed put thoughtfulness before action.
I think their Sahili's better, but our Narset is going to be really nice in this matchup. Maybe I shouldn't have even minused, because, yeah, now they can kill Narset. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe minusing was just wrong.
My mind needs a rest.
Val for 4.
Cease this.
Oh, we could have, yeah, could have turned this into an elf.
Do not mistake grace for weakness.
And Val for 5. I didn't even think of that. But if we do that, the Saheeli dies to the Arclight Phoenix anyway.
I'm
And
sorry.
that's kind of bad. I wanted to keep
but I must
Saheeli
tend
alive.
to my creations.
But I guess now I can't cast Vow. So I guess I need to do that. Alright, I've just played this game really bad. This has not been my day today. Yeah, I should have just vowed for 5. That was definitely the thing to do. 100%. I missed that line of turn the thing into a Llanowar elf. I missed that. New cards, you know? Miss stuff. Our only hope is finding a legendary creature that survives and then finding Urza's Ruinous Blast. So, like, basically our hope is drawing Fibblethip into Ruinous Blast. If we do that, we can win. No, I don't drink coffee. That's what we need. No, not more lands. You know, 9 lands doesn't help. Our one card that we had. So we drew a Llanowar Elf in all lands that game, because our one card Vow we got off the Narset. So that doesn't help. Certainly did not help. Withdrawing 1 Llanowar Elf and 4 lands in our 5 draw steps. Alright, we're gonna take out the Karns and the Ajanis. Do you really do very much to Fairy? No. Thanks, King Tall. Have a good night. I don't really need these. Dovin's vetoes. Harpooner in this matchup. Maybe I just don't play Harpooner, actually. Because we have hardly any creatures. Let's not play Harpooners. It's going to be tough to kill Drakes with them. Yeah, I really like the new Johnny. Yeah, I've been really liking new Johnny. So good against red. Okay. Just like last game, drawing 4 lands out of our first 5 draw steps. This would be a good time to do that again. Nope, maybe not. Last game, I would have loved to draw Urza's Ruinous Blast and Dovin's Veto instead of lands. Can we just switch our draw steps for the 2 games, please? There we go. We have 26 lands in the deck, so we got a lot of lands in here. Okay. Ow. So what you got for removal over there? Blink of an eye. Very good. Love the land drop there. Really want one more so we can Ruinous Blast with Veto protection. Or I would like our opponent just to tap out for another Crackling Drake. Now they're not tapping out for a Crackling Drake. Alright, still like a land drop. Be able to play Lyra with Veto up. We need a land drop. Not land drop. It's just a safer play than going Vivian minus on Crackling Drake. Alright, love it. That's what I want to see. Now we need a land. Not a land. Not a land. But still play this, make them have a counterspell. Ooh, no counterspell. That'll clean things up real nicely, Hawkeye. Worked last turn. Hey, Jelly Tug. I'm gonna tuck the Phoenix. What do they just have all 4-mana creatures over there in their hand?
I know my response is not
They're not doing anything else. So I didn't play Vivian Reed because of I didn't really want them to have like Dive Down be their card. This is talking about the previous turn instead of the blast, not this turn. This turn, Teferi or Vivian doesn't really matter too much. But then also, like, yeah, like a Phoenix could come back and kill the Vivian. Like now a Phoenix could come back, kill the Teferi. Obviously they don't have the ability to do that, though. They have to sit back and block. Alright, we're going to a game 3. I should play Harpooners. I guess Saheeli. Yeah, Saheeli's just not very good. Yeah, Saheeli's just kind of worse than Teferi even. Those 1/1s that Saheeli makes don't really matter. Yeah, Hawkeye's the bestest of cats. I can't really have more 5-drops. I have already too many 5-drops, so I don't think I can really play Tezzeret. If I don't have Tezzeret already in here, maybe I kept it in. I don't think there are any hex-proof legendary creatures or planeswalkers. Boo. Well, good news, the opponent only has 4 cards left. That's good news. Lich's Mastery is an enchantment, though. Does not trigger Ruinous. You cannot have just an enchantment in play for Ruinous Blast or Druidic Vow. You need creature or planeswalker. Yeah, Fibblethip's a legendary creature that replaces itself. It also only costs 2 mana. It's a key part of the deck.
Wild animals I like. People, not
so much.
Balance comes.
Yeah, this is Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye's got a lot of emotes.
Ooh, now we're getting started.
Here, Hawkeye. Alright, so time to Ruinous Blast. Oh no, not time to Ruinous Blast. I didn't see that they shocked the Vivian. But yeah.
Not dead
So we're gonna
yet.
have to Wrath Compassion first. Do not have the mana to Narset and Wrath. So let's just Wrath. They know, of course, about the Wrath, but I have not consumed 20 ounces of water so far in this 5 hours. I'm doing a bad job. Ugh. Okay. What are you doing? I feel like they have a lava coil. They're making that attack. So casting this upkeep. All right. A little surprised they didn't, you know, activate or like cast the Radical Idea. So they must have other cards in hand they like. I was kind of hoping they would Radical Idea on my end step, and then I would be able to Wrath in response. Dang, Instant speed Narset would have been sweet.
You realize I do not stand alone. Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Bant Legends have been pretty fun so far. Yeah, I'm liking it. I didn't want to really give my opponent the opportunity to draw a counter spell for the Ruinous Blast. I wanted to get rid of that Arclight Phoenix right away. The Arclight Phoenix is killing me. I was at like 8. I couldn't take many more hits with how they play so many burn spells.
Some lessons for you all.
That's really annoying. With Johnny dying here. That's really annoying.
We must regroup.
Love it. This is why Fibblethip's so good. Draw a land. Come on, Fibblethip, draw a land. Draw a land. Ugh, did not draw a land. So we're not able to...
Mind and body should move in unison, like wind and wave.
We're not able to just play the Ruinous Blast also. So I guess they have a shock to kill us.
Do I have your attention now?
No.
Behold,
That just copies
new
there.
wonders.
Ugh, so close. Arclight Phoenix. Heck of a card. That haste. Two and two. Just got stuck on lands. And didn't get to play our legendary sorceries. You know, we had a bunch of them in the deck there where we need our legends. That was certainly one where if we would have hit that land at all, like we would have been able to cast Fibblethip and Ruinous Blast, and I think I don't know, we have a really good chance of winning there. I kept Narset at 5 loyalty to incentivize my opponent to try to attack Narset, but obviously, you know, they just had lethal there. So that didn't work out for us. But I enjoyed the deck. I really liked Fibblethip. It was awesome. I could certainly see playing more, like maybe instead of the Amara. I'm not sure. There's just so many options to play here. Didn't get to... Like, I wonder... I could be playing... Like, Llanowar Elf was pretty bad for us a lot. You know, like, it kind of turned on my opponent's removal early and everything. I could play Growth Spirals instead of Llanowar Elves. I could certainly do that. That could maybe help me move away from green mana as much. Our mana was kind of rough. Yeah, let's try that for the next time. Let's try going Growth Spiral instead of Llanowar Elf. And then we could get the extra fountain. The extra fountain in here instead of the forest. I guess we still need like the green, but we need green on turn 2. Yeah, Growth Spiral will help Saheeli, and it's good with Teferi, and it's just... Llanowar was not impressive in those games at all. So this lets us get this extra blue source in there. I guess I want that forest back still over the plains. Yeah, I guess we just turn the plains into a hallowed fountain. There we go. That'll get us some more card draw in the deck also. Yeah, I like that. I like that change. I like that change. I like Spiral more than the Grazer. Okay. Let's try that for next time. Okay. All right, so that's Bant Legends, though, for tonight. So if you're watching this video later on YouTube, hope you enjoyed it. We'll try this again. You know, 2 and 2 is not the worst, of course, but we will be trying this again. It's just all the games are different. You know, it's the kind of exciting part about this. All these games are different, and we'll try out Growth Spiral here. So we'll play this again in the next couple of days with Growth Spiral and see how that changes things. But for today, we're going to move on because we got one more deck to do. So if you're watching this later, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and I will see you for another video.